Welcome back to the Garage Tour Love Show. It's episode 630. Gonna finish up with the posters today. It's Thanksgiving, so most of you have probably cooking or have already eaten your turkey or whatever you're eating. There's a poster from a 1990s. Yeah, this was when they tried to bring back Ultraman. I think it was an American-Japanese co-production right before, like a few months before Power Rangers hit TV. Alright, so we need to move a little bit quicker, I think. Here's another picture of my father. I made multiple copies of it when it was taken out of the frame for the first time. My older brother was in college when I was in 6th grade, and he used to take these posters off the wall in the Student Union building at the University of Texas at Arlington, and then I'd put them up in my wall. This one's March 4th, 1975. So, heck, I was in 4th grade then, so he must have taken this and put it up in his dorm room. It's supposed to be Lily Tomlin and Laugh-In. She's saying, you know what, my mama said if you call dial an event, a nice lady will tell you right where to go, and that's the truth. Anyway, a little historical thing. Used to be on my wall when I was a kid. Actually, I think I had it inside a closet, as I recall. These homemade home screen posters that were done, that were hung up around the school. This one is promoting the Student Activities Board is bringing Bob Clampett in to lecture, do an art exhibit. Creator of many of the greatest cartoons of all time, featuring Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, and Elmer Fudd. It was free at the local campus theater, which was called the A1 Classy Theater. I saw the original Snow White there once. Okay. All right. Oh, we're getting into some interesting things here. This is an old Halloween decoration company called Beisel, I believe, is the one that put out the really cool Halloween decorations back in the old days. That should be up on display. Here's a beat up, unfortunately, Elvira poster. What is this? It looks like it's a laminated page from a newspaper promoting Spider-Man 2, which was the best one. This is a bag if you shopped at the Warner Brothers store when the Iron Giant came out. Maybe this is collectible, I don't know. I just thought it was too cool, you know, to throw away. Here's another poster that was that was done by the Student Activities Board at UTA that my brother got off the wall. It's King Kong, starring the Ape and Fay Wray. They won Classy Theater. What's the date on this one? Man, I can't. It's either 75 or 76. This is something that would have been up in a restaurant, and then they would have written what the kids' meal special was. Okay, we're starting to move quickly here. This is the Knoll Theater in Bethany. Again, if you know where Bethany is, I used to know. I looked it up once. I used to buy these at a flea market. And see, usually there'd be one really good movie, and then the one I thought was the outstanding one was this 13 Ghosts Um, and then I think I must have 2 copies of this King Kong versus Godzilla with the Gidget Goes to Rome, because I showed you one last episode. So yes, I think I have 2 copies of it. All right. Now I need to hang this up somewhere. It's double-sided store advertising for hosiery lingerie dresses. New Quick Luxe. And then this side. And see it, it's meant to hang on like a string, see? So you can see it from both sides. So I'll put that here, and I'll put it on display somewhere. Here's a calendar from January of 1955 with a cowgirl on it. So let's put that there. Interesting. These are things that I need to put down in the basement that I can hang on the walls. Because there's concrete walls and you can't really nail into it. You have to screw into it. So these things are laminated things, or they're posters that I made where I blew them up from the original magazines that I have. And they used to hang around the library section of my classroom back several decades ago. But see, they still have some of that blue teacher tape that sticks to the wall. But anyway, so I'm going to put these up in the arcade in the basement. So I'll put them right there. Here's some cheap eBay printed things. Hot Rod King. Someone blew up a paperback cover, and this is The Wall of Death. Hell on Wheels. I think that's cool, but printing's not very good on it, to be honest with you. Okay. Oh, I see what these are. Oh, cool. Well, this one's not that cool. It's a reproduction of a silent movie. No, right as the silent movies went to talkies. See, they're promoting it's a Paramount all-talking singing sensation. I don't even know who Eddie Bowling is. This is some fake poster from eBay. This is neat, though. These are posters from the 50s that would have hung up in a classroom. School begins in September. So I think they're going to be, I think I have one for every school month, if I'm not mistaken. Or significant dates in the calendar, like Mother's Day, the second Sunday in May. Amateurs call these retro or vintage. They're mid-century. I just call them cool. Father's Day, the third Sunday in June. Memorial Day, May 30th. They look very happy at the grave. Well, I don't know. I mean, they're remembering their loved one. Appropriate for today. Thanksgiving is the 4th Thursday in November. So make sure you pray before you eat. You know, make sure you say grace, because we got too much deviltry going on in the country. There's a lot of Luciferians out there trying to come after us. Oh, okay, here's another series. Arbor Day. And look, they have it's double-sided. Look, that's cool. Eat a hearty breakfast. That is way cool. What do we have here? Yeah, this is when schools really taught to be a good citizen, you know, citizenship. See, they're painting and it's a building for tomorrow. Now it's just build back better, tear down all the old stuff. You know, what did they say in these new woke Star Wars movies? The past, forget the past. And the Antifa tear down statues and, cleanliness, the secret of good health. All of that is, of course, cultural Marxism. But back then, schools didn't teach Marxism. No, sir, no, ma'am. They taught you, don't play with matches. And Easter, God so loved the world. Now it would be, that would be on MSNBC if a teacher tried to put that up in their classroom. How shocking. They mention God in a classroom. That's terrible. Okay, what do we have here? October 12th, Columbus Day. Now, you're not allowed to respect Columbus anymore. He's now a villain. Walk on the left facing traffic. Brotherhood Week with equality for all. Now that's cool. Now they want to pit people against each other. They don't want there to be peace between people. Look both ways before crossing. Book Week. Books are friends. Come let us read. Playing in a safe place. Okay. Oh, I see what these are. Oh, there's finally something that might actually be good, believe it or not. This reminded me of it. These are posters promoting the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack album. Tomorrow, James Gunn is going to premiere the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special on Disney+. James Gunn is someone that I still pretty much trust. Until, but then I was excited about Taika Waititi or whatever after Thor Ragnarok. I thought that movie was pretty neat. And then he slaps us across the face with Love and Thunder. And now I don't have positive feelings toward that director. I just remembered I have a bunch of movie posters in a file cabinet downstairs in the basement. So I may not be finished quite yet. I blew up this TV guide cover. So that can be put downstairs. Here's some eBay reproduction of a poster, The Wolfman. Where was I putting these ones I was taking downstairs? I don't know. Okay. What is this junk? Okay. Next. Oh man, everything gets fucked up in the move. I can't believe that. Damn it. Oh, this is interesting. This 150 million alert Americans are a mighty force for peace. Civil defense. Now, it's an old civil defense poster. Alert America. But on the back, it says Hollywood Central Props Inventory, and it has a number. So this was a prop for a movie. I guess it was used in a movie, so, or it was at least kept in a prop warehouse, I guess, in case someone's making a Cold War era movie. This could have been a prop. I just hate that this got a chunk out of it, and that chunk was not gone before we left the old country. This is a really cheap reproduction done by someone on eBay. I mean, it's really a bad copy. And this is made to be a calendar in the 50s or early 60s, probably 50s. Damn it. What the hell was that? This was somebody took a page out of Life, probably Life magazine, and matted it, and I got it at a flea market. But Fearless Fosdick, this is all cap. Fearless Fosdick is a parody of Dick Tracy. He was a real klutz guy that would shoot at the bad guy but wind up killing all these pedestrians around. And anyway, it was Little Abner's favorite comic strip. So this Fearless Fosdick, it would show up in the Little Abner comic strip a lot. And Fearless Fosdick was always a spokesperson for Wild Root Cream Oil. Last time I got a haircut in the town square, the barber has a Fearless Fosdick sign up because he's been in business since 1961, and that place has not changed. It is amazing inside there. It's an amazing time capsule. I probably need to ask him if I can film in there because it's really cool. Here's something the dog ate because she had indigestion. This is something I did when I was like in probably 7th grade. It's Greek mythology, different, but she ate a big chunk of it because dogs, when their stomachs are out of order, they go out and eat grass until they vomit up, But we didn't go outside, and so during the night she ate part of my artwork. Amazing, huh? What do we got here? Someone was showing this the other day, maybe on Instagram. It's a poster. It says they just don't make them like they used to. It's a poster promoting the Kitchen Sink Spirit reprint magazine, but it also has a little thing on there saying, coming soon on ABC TV from Warner Brothers, watch your local listing. They made a TV movie of the Spirit with Sam Jones, the guy that played Flash Gordon, with dark hair instead of the dyed blonde hair for Flash Gordon, playing the Spirit. And, I think he used his real voice. In Flash Gordon, they dubbed over every word that Sam Jones said because they just didn't think his voice was right. So, that's I'm probably not telling you anything you don't know. Okay. Oh, this is something I should hang up. This is I got this at a car show, and it's autographed to me by Big Daddy Roth, 1994. Put that there. Okay, we're almost down to the bottom. What is this? See if any of this is interesting. Oh, cool. I don't remember this. Looks like I've got some color copies made from Erie Publications covers. I wonder how many I've got. I don't remember even getting that. This is I blew this picture up of my mother. That's her there riding that horse. That's something maybe I could put in a frame. It was a little bitty picture, and I blew it up. This picture of my grandfather on my dad's side. He was a professional baseball player. You can look him up. Look him up, Lefty Weinert. This is and this was his wife. She came from Ireland. So it looks like I've got copies of these pictures. I need to put these in a file. For sure. Another picture of my grandfather. He played for the Yankees, the Phillies, well, look him up. Look up Lefty Weinert. The Yankees, Phillies, the Cubs. I don't know. This I have this autographed picture from Betty Page, but the picture wasn't put in the fixing chemicals long enough, and it started to fade. So I quickly made a copy of it. You know, the picture, I have it somewhere, but the picture may eventually just go, but I'll always have the signature, and then that part could be cut out and matted with a picture of Betty Page where someone actually kept it in the chemicals long enough that it won't fade. Oh, I wonder if Mike McCarthy is watching this episode. Here's a poster. Let's see, he's got it signed to me. Unpublished by Tundra. Stokes did his own Zombie Boy. Oh, maybe this isn't his art. What is? Okay, it's an amazing poster. It's look at that, the Vault Keeper. Or, yeah. It's not Vault Keeper, it's Crypt Keeper, and it's the Vault. What was this? I don't know. Anyway, it's John Michael McCarthy. It's a cool poster. I'll put that there. Here's another. Yeah, these are more copies of Eerie Publications covers. So I just need to get a cheap frame for these, and I'll have more decoration because I don't have enough. I got all this blank space on the wall that needs to be filled. This is a nice, I wonder if the Hotel Lenox in St. Louis is still there. Take them this ad. Say, remember when you guys ran this ad? You know, or just hang it up in their lobby when they're not looking. Hotel Lenox in St. Louis. In their defense, everyone, you know, we were at war. Oh, what is this mess? Oh, bullshit. I don't like that. Oh, I forgot about this, man. I was forced to do this in possibly 8th grade at Bailey Junior High. We had to make a newspaper from a certain time in history. So I was assigned with a partner to make a newspaper from ancient Egypt. Not that they had newspapers. And obviously they didn't print in English. They would have used hieroglyphics. But I did this. The partner did nothing. As every time I was involved in group work in school, I was the one that did all the work. But it's the... Actually, the guy that I was working with was always a friend of mine. But I don't remember him doing anything. But I could be wrong. Ramses II dies. And, of course, I used this picture from a book I got at the library from... That's from Intolerance, the D.W. Griffith movie. They built this giant set. I mean, they built it really sturdy in Hollywood. You see these white elephants up here? You know the expression, a white elephant gift? So a white elephant is something people don't want, right? It's just an expression. But where does that come from, white elephant? It's because this was built... And all over Hollywood, people could see these white elephants. for years until they finally tore this set down, and it was like this set that's like no one needs this set of ancient. This is actually supposed to be ancient Babylon. But anyway, so it's an ancient newspaper from so new temple built for worship of Isis. Look at this. Look at this ad I created. Souls go better with Sphinx beer, the eater of the dead. Look at this. When I eat evil people's souls, I like to wash them down with Sphinx beer. It's the best tasting beer this side of the Nile. And it's the eater of the dead, as he said that. Yes, take a tip from the eater of the dead. Try Sphinx beer. It's brewed with 90% clear, glistening water from the Nile and 10% alcohol. This beer will really liven up your meal. The eater of the dead knows. I wonder what my teacher thought of this. Maybe the grade's on the back. Here's an editorial. The reign of Ramses II, Nile to flood later this week. Ramses II is in process of being mummified. And there's a political cartoon, The Judging of Ramses II, a perfect balance. Was there any doubt? Yeah, man, there's not a single thing on here that other guy did. I was in period 3. Yes, I remember doing this, but I didn't know I still had it. I still got it. Yeah, right. Here's another thing my brother took from the school. It's a poster for a young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks' infamous tribute to the old Universal Monster picture. You know, I hear all these people saying that the Disney Werewolf by Night special was just like a Universal movie. And I think they're saying that because it's in black and white, but it didn't feel like a Universal horror movie to me. It just looked like a show that they took the color out of, just to be cool. I watched it having loved the Werewolf by Night comic books. To me, those comic books were brilliantly colored, the Mike Plug art and everything. The show just seemed, to me, to be very degenerate. The werewolf shows up with this weird face paint and dark rings under his eyes, and he's there with all, there's all these monster hunters are having a competition to see who gets this gem to become the new Bloodstone. And they're all, very effeminate or, people you wouldn't really want to be around you much. Creepy people. And maybe that was the point, but Man-Thing appears in it. He looked good, but Man-Thing was not portrayed the way he was in the comic. I guess I didn't mind it. He was more like a Chewbacca, intelligent kind of character, kind of played for laughs a little bit more than the comic. The guy playing Werewolf by Night is a Spanish actor. He was pretty good playing the part of the, but overall, when he turned into the werewolf, I don't think he looked enough like the way he was drawn in the comic. I don't know. I'm not liking what Disney is doing with with anything. But I'll see tomorrow with the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. That has the potential to please me, but potentially. Okay. I gotta move all this stuff. It's all on top of my comic book boxes, so I gotta move it quick. This is stuff I ripped out of Variety. These are new movies coming from Empire Productions, like Zone Troopers back in the 80s. This is all stuff that people, I don't know, Troll, Mutant Hunt, the stuff that people probably rented on VHS. And is there anything in here that I even care about? Not really. Laser Blast 2. I didn't even know they made a Laser Blast 2. Breeders, Ghoulies 2. I think I got it because there was an ad for Reanimator, and this was just what was the extra stuff. I think. Could be wrong. Here's another copy of this Wally Wood blow up I did. I think this is from like Humbug magazine. It's Harvey Kurtzman's idea. Oh, this was a concert I went to. Probably one of the greatest concerts I ever went to. Screaming Jay Hawkins in the mid-1980s at the Prophet Bar in Deep Ellum in Dallas with the Reverend Horton Heat. Reverend Horton Heat was not famous. I've got, looks like I saved 4 of the posters. Reverend Horton Heat was not famous then. In fact, we were sitting waiting for Screaming Jay Hawkins to come on, and there was a guy sitting at the booth next to us, and that was Horton Heat. We didn't know who he was. And when Screaming Jay Hawkins arrived, the guy in the booth next to us went up with his group, and they were his backing band. So Screaming Jay Hawkins just showed up alone, and the Reverend Horton Heat was his backing band. So that was pretty spectacular. I wish someone had a recording of that show, but pretty cool. This is okay, this is a poster I designed. I think I showed this to you. Oh shit. This is another copy of that. Did I say Wally Wood? I'm sorry, it's Bill Elder. Will Elder did this art. I'm really tired, guys. But I apologize for making a really silly. Like I just went to the gas station to pick up some. It's the only place that's open. It's like a big gas station with a big store in it. After I filmed the last show, and I could have sworn I was talking about Frank Frazetta, and then I said something about her career, like I was talking about Frank Frazetta like he was a woman. It's like, did I just say her? Sometimes I'll catch myself saying odd things that don't make any sense on the show, or I'll use the wrong words, and it's like, man, I make fun of Joe Biden. I'm coming right along behind him. This is the poster I designed, so I saved some copies of that. This is a blow-up I made of the Naughty Dallas ad, because I live near Dallas, so this movie's not really that exciting. It's supposedly, after Kennedy was killed, they made a big deal that it was actually filmed. Does it say that on here? Well, it's got the Carousel Club, the Colony Club, the clubs that were owned by Jack Ruby. Supposedly it was filmed inside those clubs, but really it wasn't. You see the exteriors of the clubs that Jack Ruby ran, but you don't really, the interiors, the cramps, but you don't really see the inside. That's on some studio set. What is this thing? What will this unfold to be? We do not know. Oh, it's some kind of map. Oh, neat. It's a map of Texas as of when? Very early on. I'm going to see if I can't flatten this out. Oh, I've got all these rolled posters over here I was meaning to flatten out. Let me get them. Okay. Wait, what is this shit? Here is out of probably Dynamite magazine. This is the Super Friends poster. This used to hang in my bedroom. Still got tape residue, so I need to be careful what I put this up against. Super Friends. Pretty neat. I'll fold it like this because the tape will get on things. Whew. Okay, I made a blow up with this poster. This is the original. It's yeah, I can't read. I think that says 1991. Yeah, it's Mike Kaluta art promoting a Vampirella comic coming. And here's some instructions for the Weirdos Daddy model kit. Here's instructions for the Wait a Minute model kit. And instructions for Huey's Hot Rod. And this is original. These are the instructions from my childhood Creature from the Black Lagoon model kit that I got around 1972 or 73. As you can still see the glue residue. My brother built it for me. And yes, I still have the original one, but I have some other ones too. And what else? Here's, oh wow, my original Wolfman instructions from my childhood Wolfman kit. Now, this is the instructions from the glow-in-the-dark version. These are original covers that I got from eBay. Film Fun had these great illustrations. These just need to be framed, and someday I'll do that, possibly. Oh, here's more. What are these? Oh, I was just listening to a rock and roll version of Orange Blossom Time, but it was originally a song from Hollywood Review in 1929. This is music sheets. I think that I think I know where I'll put that. Here's Ramon Navarro, Call of the Flesh. This is a song called Lonely, so this is this is also musical, see it's music. Ramon Navarro. He was, he played in the original Ben-Hur, the silent Ben-Hur. He was LGBTQ. He was a gay man, and he didn't speak, I don't think, any English. But it didn't matter in silent movies because it didn't matter what language you spoke. Remember that song I Had But 50 Cents? This is the original sheet music to it. And look at this, The Thing. Phil Harris, you know, get out of here with that. And then that dum dum dum, you know, before I, you know, it was a novelty song. This is a really great Pepsi ad. I really think that girl is beautiful. And here's Gene Tierney and an ad for Royal Crown Cola. And this is a fake Colossus of New York lobby card that was given to me by somebody, but that's not real. Okay, this is an ad for that Monster Bash pinball machine, and this is one, I guess, called Championship Pub. I got these ads for pinball games when I was at a pinball convention, I guess. this. The school custodian, the school I taught at for several decades, the school custodian was a kindred spirit to me, and he would make these. He gave me these. They're handmade, but they look like vintage Halloween decorations. He just would make these in his spare time with construction paper, see. But God, I had those. What else we got? Okay, it's a page from a Donna Lauren Dr. Pepper advertising calendar. I need to get that up on the wall somewhere. And this was the Dollar Tree a few years ago. This showed up in the Dollar Tree for $1, and this bootleg Munsters thing, and I bought a bunch, and then maybe the next year or the year after that, it came back. So I got a few of them. It's very clearly Yvonne DiCarlo's face. The outfit is not, it's got broken hearts on it, so it's very clearly not, I mean, it's like supposed to be a mixture of Morticia and Lily Munster. But it always looks good somewhere. I'll find a place to put her. Almost have these boxes cleared off. That is great. I got what? Yeah. To coin a phrase. Playboy centerfold. What is this? This is probably going to be the poster that came with the Star Wars soundtrack album when it came out in 1977. If you got the double album, the John Williams soundtrack, you got this poster, and this hung up in my childhood bedroom of what the final battle was going to be like. You didn't really see these Y-wings as much. In fact, I wonder if those were cut out, and they have more than one Millennium Falcon looking ship. You know, one of the things that sucks is the special effects for the original Star Wars won an Academy Award, and yet if you see that movie now, every bit, I think, of the original award-winning special effects has been edited out and replaced with computer-generated spaceships. I don't think any of the original space shots of the original Star Wars are still in the film. It's kind of weird. This is, speaking of Star Wars, when this movie came out, there was a full page ad in the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, and I cut it out, and it was playing at the Six Flags Mall and the Opera House starting Friday. Before, it had played before just only in Fort Worth at the Opera House, but then when it opened at the Six Flags Mall, that was in the city I was living in, Arlington. So yeah, it's got the original painting from the Hildebrandt brothers. This is what came out. This is what it looked like when the day Star Wars came out. So on the back, you've got the other movies playing. I just laminated this. Bridge Too Far. You've got Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger playing. Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. Oh, there's a little independent theater running, or Forbidden Planet in Fort Worth. Yeah, that is a little relic. Kevin Strangelove made this Flash Gordon poster for me, and this is William Stout, his little tribute to Ed Gein, who is the inspiration for Texas Chainsaw Massacre and partly the inspiration for Psycho. Now here's the stack of these centerfolds, and I was wanting to find the one where the girl was reading the Sunday Funnies. So let me look through these. It's not that one. Shouldn't be too hard. No. Oh, see, I have 2 copies of this one. Okay, not that one. Oh, here it is. I'll censor it, don't worry. So yeah, she's reading Dick Tracy. Oh, I gotta censor more like that. So this would be perfect for a comic book room. I reckon. No, you don't, you fucker. You son of a bitch, you. This is a print that has all these girly covers. I've got to take this out. Lauren. Let's move this. There. Yeah, shit. Never mind. Excuse my language. Okay, what is this? Oh, I see why that's happening. These, I think, were done by my friend Joe Riley. In the 90s, the monster cereals hadn't been brought back, so it was cool to find these. These actually are made from Canadian boxes of Frankenberry because it's got French on it. Count Chocula. Now they come back every year, but they don't taste like they did in the 70s. Not by a long shot. It's Frankenstein poster, but it looks like it's from some other, I don't know what release that poster, but it's not an original. That's not the way it looked originally. But I could hang this down in the basement because it's got a little hook. Let me clear off the top of this. This is a poster that shows the structure of Freemasonry. In case you're wondering about that. This is some one of those news tabloids that used to appear before the internet where you could order toys and things. This is like toy car stuff. Okay. What else do we have here? It's Betty Boop on a motorcycle. Oh, you know, these were neat. I'm not a smoker, but Camel Cigarettes had this cool advertising campaign for a little bit where they had these outer space warrior women. And so I cut them out and laminated them. They're fighting a robot here. I thought that's cool. Not cool enough to make me want to smoke, but cool enough to make me want to save the ads. Whoever was behind that advertising campaign, I think, was brilliant. I doubt it sold any cigarettes, but it was cool looking. Somebody at a convention was selling neat dust jackets you could get for your Edgar Rice Burroughs books if your book doesn't have the dust jackets. So, see, this is what it would look like. Sample. These were samples I got from the guy. And I really love Edgar Rice Burroughs. What is this? Oh, I guess I saved the newspaper from the mid-90s. When Judge Dredd and Batman Forever were opening. I thought, that's exciting. Two of my favorite comic books are being made, and of course those two movies were not stellar versions. What am I doing? I think this is Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, this is a Marilyn Monroe in the famous picture, and then the other side is her posing with a television. But let me get this unfolded. And okay. What else do we have here? It says, no, guarding your room is a piece. It's a poster for The Last Action Hero. I never even saw that. I heard it was terrible, but somebody was saying, it's all right. This was when they used to have vending machines that sold newspapers. This was in the Dallas Times Herald. Henry Lee Lucas, mass murderer or con man. So. Can't be too many of those still around. Yeah, the question was, Henry Lee Lucas said he killed like 360 people, and the question is, did he really kill all those people, or only one, or did he even kill one? Because some people are thinking he was just confessing to everything just so that, they would give him things. Here's a 2007 Dallas cheerleaders. I'm not really a sports person, but this art teacher at my old school challenged me to draw the Hulk, and I drew this. But it's from looking at a original comic, but she was not able to draw it as well as me. Even though she thought she was really into Marvel because she saw the movies, It's like, oh, please. Anyway. Ugh. Oh. We already saw this. Yes, we did. I got these at I forget, a flea market. I don't know that that's real. I mean, it's Bill Elliott and Prairie Schooner. I have doubts that it's real. I mean, it's real. I'm actually touching it. I mean, when I say real real old. This is from some foreign country, probably Germany. It's a little picture from Thunderball, but it's not called Thunderball over there. It's called Führerball. Führerball. That's what made me think it's Germany, but I don't know. Sounds German. Who knows? It's from some country that is not the United States. What is this? More of this Empire shit. You know, I used to think Anna Nicole Smith was beautiful, and then I heard her talk, and then I saw her, you know, marry this 90-year-old man, and then my respect was dwindling, and then she did some little funny, supposedly funny, but very depressing reality show that made me lose all respect for her because she's like drugged up in every scene. And then she dies horribly, and then these old pictures of Anna Nicole Smith are no longer. It's like, ugh. But I would buy her calendar every year, along with Elvira, because I just thought, wow, that is something else. Okay, now we're almost done with the posters. What is that? Looks like my mother's handwriting, is it? Dear Mom, no, that's my brother's handwriting. Okay. Gee. What will pop up next? Okay. All right. Oh, I know what to do with this. My art teachers would have us do stuff in junior high that was like, well, you're going to paint this still life, but you can only use 2 colors. And it's like, oh, okay, that's really fun. I want to draw monsters. You can paint this, but you can only use 1 color paint. I don't know. Maybe my wife would like that. What is the date on it? They should have just let me draw monsters. I got an A- on this one. Who cares? Oh, well. My wife may look at it and say, that's wonderful, and want to hang it up for all I know. But, okay. What is this? Dark Knight 4 is here. Now it's not cool to like Frank Miller anymore, apparently, because he doesn't have the right politics. Oh, and Jim Steranko is like in the doghouse with a lot of the woke fans. But I look at it, you know, Eric Breen was telling me, I looked at Jim Steranko's Twitter, and it's amazing. This guy is, that guy is okay, man, I think. Ugh. Here's a check from August of 1973 written by my mom to my elementary school for $3.50 student fee from 21st of August 1973. I got everything saved here, man. They got this wire hanging here. See, this wire goes to this light. This light switch controls it, but the light switch also controls the chandelier on the staircase. And I touched the wire. It's real hot there. It looks like it's burning there. You know, see how it's getting? I don't know if you can tell. I don't, and it's hot where the tape's wrapped around it. So I may need to have an electrician look at that. It's like a mentally handicapped person did that wiring. Of course, I may call someone out and say, this really looks like shitty wiring. Can you help me? And it'll probably be, I call the same guy that did it originally, probably in a town this small. I think he gets personally insulted, you know. we're going downstairs to get more movie poster material to look at. See, yeah, see this whole chandelier is also controlled by that same light switch. So outside, it's a little bit of a cloudy day. Thanksgiving, man. There's Ellen the cat. So here's some of the posters I've got that are already framed. Commando Cody and King of the Rocket Men, Flying Disc Man from Mars. That Faster Pussycat Kill Kill is a bootleg that my friend made. Drag Strip Riot, Cool and the Crazy. Got Love Slaves of the Amazon, The Mating Urge. All of these posters. Hey Pete, how you doing there? These lovely cats. We're going to descend down into the dark recesses of the basement. So I know there's a few more movie posters down here, and we can get them all together, and that'll be great. Soon this kitchen here will be the site of some furious cooking. And Thanksgiving dinner is just going to be the two of us, because my family's all gone. My mom and dad have passed away. My oldest brother's passed away. He had a wife and children, but I've lost touch with them. And my other brother hasn't talked with me in a few years, and I think he's doing real estate now, from what I'm gathering. So I'm going in one of these filing cabinet drawers. Now here's some. Shit, what was that? Looks like a lot of press books. Do I really want to move all this stuff? Maybe the press books I'll leave here. It was like the press book for Dunwich Horror. A lot of that stuff. Yeah, I want to go through this stuff. What is all this? Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. Oh, Drew the dog has come down here. I forgot that Drew now has free access down to the basement. How are you, Drew the dog? Nick at Night was these were masks made, I don't know, about 10 years ago. I'm gonna grab ouch, motherfucker. I'm gonna grab these posters, and then I can use this drawer for actual file folders. When this was transferred, when this filing cabinet was moved here to Iowa, the filing cabinets were moved with everything in them. So this is all a whole bunch more posters we got to look at. Let's go upstairs and look at them, shall we? Where'd Drew go? Where are you at, Drew? Oh, there you go. Drew is wagging her tail. I hope that doesn't mean she just took a big shit. Okay. Well. This will be some good stuff. This is stuff that's folded, but I'm going to start storing it unfolded, I guess. Just a little nervous about that wire in a closet where I'm storing all my precious paper stuff. Right, Pete? So that means that Drew walked right past Pete. There was no Tom and Jerry combat. There was probably no hissing or clawing. And so The pets are getting along. I want the cats to have free reign because we have a couple of mice apparently. But my wife's afraid that Pete might piss in different places because he had a tendency to do that back in the old country. I am getting winded because I'm extremely fat and need to lose at least 50, 60 pounds, if not more. Okay. Let's put the camera here this time. Is there enough light? Let's see. We'll try it out. Okay, this poster is for High School Confidential. As I recall, I think someone used it as a dartboard or something was really wrong with it. Actually, this is the poster for the movie that had Jerry Lee Lewis in it at the beginning. It's the song. Yeah, there he is. The song, High School Confidential, the theme song is a Jerry Lee Lewis song. It has Mamie Van Doren in it, Jackie Coogan, you know, Uncle Fester. It's a great movie. And I think I'll put the camera back where it was. Okay. Oh, another great movie. Robert Mitchum. This is the one that I think has a lot of damage to it. It's Thunder Road, the famous film Thunder Road. Yeah. All through here, it looks like someone has thrown darts, little bitty holes all through here. You may not be able to see it from a distance, but there are little holes in it. Thunder Road. I'm going to go blow my nose. Because I sound like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know, he's got that black thing on his nose. And doing 2 episodes in one day is stupid because both of them will have fewer views than if I just did one show. But I got to get this work done. And if I don't do it on camera, it won't get done because doing it on camera kind of holds me accountable. Okay, then I've got a bunch of little things. Oh, neat. Kind of neat. Okay. This stuff is smaller and I'll put it in a different place. This is a little thing of a Kelly Frias painting, and this is a San Julian. That was on the cover, I think, of Vampirella or Creepy. So I'll put this with the Dark Knight 4 is here, and this is a Bunny Yeager shot of Betty Page. It was on a poster for the Thrill Kill cult, but I cut just this off because that's the only cool part. I don't care about that shitty industrial whatever stuff. Here's a girly picture of a girl with a leopard, but I'll have to censor it for you. Picture of a Dawn Post Dracula mask and a mole people mask, and page I think I bought an extra copy of the book about Betty Page back in the old days so I could pull the pages out and frame them. That must be the origin of that. For those of you into anime, I liked Lum. I thought that was a cool, something cool. This old Japanese book I used to get all these Japanese monster and superhero books from a Japanese grocery store in Dallas. I like the original Japanese shows. I never really liked the Saban, where they got American actors to come in and do all the rest of the show and then only use the Japanese fight scenes. But people that grew up with that, a little bit younger than me, because I was 30 when Power Rangers came on. In Japan, it was called Zoo Ranger. This is a original press picture. It's dated on the back, January 26, 1965. Will Bridget Bardot, as part-time mannequin, join Models Union? Paris? Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, for people that, if you didn't hear, the green, I remember I was teaching fourth graders when the Power Rangers started, and they were really into it. And the one that was the biggest deal that Christmas was the Green Power Zord or whatever. And so, anyway, the actor that played the Green Power Ranger just passed away. So that was a pretty significant blow to people of that 90s generation. This is original art from Xeno, or XNO. He would come in to Memphis Comics. I don't know if that store's still open. And he would trade his artwork that he did, I guess, while he was talking to the phone, on the phone, for comic books. So they would, then they'd advertise this original art in like Toy Shop or some. So this is little sketches that he did that I own. And I've forgotten about some of them. Here's a cave woman. And some weird looking monster. This is all original art. But you can just tell, you just doodle. If just little doodles that you do in a few seconds can get you free comic books, then you're doing well. I think I got all this as a package deal. Let's see. History and Technique of Surrealism. And here it looks like he's doing a Batman, girl, Batwoman kind of deal. His own version of it. And there's kind of naughty stuff on the back. But yeah, this is stuff I forgot I had. I mean, I knew I had it somewhere. Yikes. So, okay, so here's a poster. What is this going to be? Oh, neat. Oh, really neat. But what country is this from? It's a Diamonds Are Forever James Bond poster. But is that an American release? No. It's German, it looks like. I had no idea I even owned this. Oh, that should have been a key. A Diamond Tin Fieber. Diamond Tin Fieber. Yes, indeed. Well, we'll keep this flat, I guess. When they're all folded up in a file cabinet drawer, you forget you don't really know what you own. My friend Tom Renoni had thousands of posters. Posters are a hard thing to collect because they're hard to enjoy. It's like a comic book. You can pull it out of a box, take it out of its bag, and oh wow. I forgot I had this giant poster for Weeki Wachee. I've always wanted to go there in Florida. It's north of Tampa. Florida's Weeki Wachee, Spring of Live Mermaids. How cool is that? Yeah, look it up on YouTube. It's really cool. Wow, this is like, I know it's Thanksgiving, but it's kind of like Christmas morning because I don't remember owning some of this stuff. And when I was working before I retired, I was working so hard, man. It was brutal what I was doing, and my mind has degenerated, and I've forgotten a lot of stuff. Here's a poster for Forbidden World. Is it a video poster, though, or is it... No, this is an actual movie poster. I always liked this art. I mean, I'm sure... I don't know that I've seen the movie. Is this the one with Aaron Moran? No. There were two of these giant monsters threatening girls posters, movies that came out about the same time. You know, obviously Alien knockoffs. This is Forbidden World. The poster's beautiful, but it's one of those Roger Corman kind of deals. Where the poster can be great, but you know, it gets you into the theater, right? Okay, this is a little bitty thing. Let's see, what is this going to unfold to? Oh, it's another. Oh, it's a sun-faded version of the Superman poster that I showed you. It's right there. I guess I had several of these posters, and one of them hung in my classroom for years. Put that there. What will this be? This feels like a thicker quality paper, so I don't know what it's going to be. Oh, it's British. They call them quads. They're different size posters, and it's it's a British poster for Flesh Gordon. The American poster, they used to have that at Lone Star Comics back in the late 70s, early 80s. I should have bought it, but this is the British poster. Flesh Gordon. You know, the people working on this movie, you can tell they were real fans of the real Flash Gordon, and it's, you know, it's a dirty movie. It's not hardcore. It's not exactly hardcore, but it's a dirty movie. You would not watch it with your family. I have heard tell that there was a version that was hardcore, but I don't know if that's true. It came out, I think, 1974. The director made a sequel in the days of VHS in the 80s called Flash Gordon and the Cosmic Cheerleaders. It was terrible, and that tells you that the director was not the one responsible for Flash Gordon being a cool movie. It was the animators like Jim Danforth and all the other support people that turned that into what it was. And the writers, the director was a fumble butt. Because you could tell that the guy that directed Flash Gordon 2 could not have had any clue what made Flesh Gordon right. This is a poster for the Slime People. It's a great poster. I like this. Put your ear here to learn the secret to save your life. You imagine all the kids in the movie theater lobby that put their ear to this poster, thinking they were going to hear something. The Slime People. One of the great classics. I think it's from about, 1964? All of you guys that watch 17 minutes or 20 minutes of the Gratuolo show. Stopped long ago, and now see all the great posters are at the end here. Oh, Sword and the Dragon. This is Russian mythology. Now this feels like the old Thor comics, like the old Tales of Asgard. This movie, if you could get a good print of this, and I think there are people that have this up on YouTube, but it's not a good print. But this really is cool. The Mountain of Living Men, the Deadly Dagger Dance, the 1,000-pound giant. It's a Russian movie. Eye-filling spectacle, 4 years in the making, cast of 106,000, 11,000 horses, the largest cast ever used in any motion picture. All to be seen in the film process. Newer than tomorrow, Vita Motion, Sword and the Dragon. Yeah, I give that one a thumbs up. What will it be next? Sometimes the title is written in pencil here or printed there. This one it's printed. Oh, this is one of the ones I really want to frame. I used to have this hanging on the wall, but it's definitely one of the greats. This is Frankenstein Meets the Space Monster, which was a double feature with Curse of the Voodoo. I believe that this came out in 1965. It's got spacemen kidnapping bikini girls. See the invasion of the wild beach party. See a man turn into a screaming monster. This is like an astronaut that's like mutated or whatever, and they're calling him Frankenstein. That's the space monster. Just great art. Free, the management will supply you free space shield eye protectors to prevent your abduction into outer space. I don't even know if you're hearing me when I'm in the closet. But oh well. This is slick, so this is more modern. I can tell from the paper. It could even be a video release poster. Let's see. No, I don't think it is going to be. Oh, another one of the great posters. This was I think they repainted this to be a Famous Monsters of Filmland cover. One of those covers that really grabbed me when I was in kindergarten or first grade. It's called Scream and Scream Again. The movie is nowhere close to as amazing as this poster. Triple distilled horror, as powerful as a vat of boiling acid. It's a Vincent Price movie. Man, is that a great poster? What is it going to be? Oh, this is another great poster, man. I remember this one. I think has Richard Kiel, who would later be Jaws and the James Bond movies. Was it? Maybe it doesn't. But it does have Hugh Beaumont in it. And the cool thing, Hugh Beaumont, the father on Leave It to Beaver, made to kill or love on command. Who would have thought Hugh Beaumont would be in a movie with such a great poster? The Human Duplicators, a masterpiece of shock in color from Woolner Brothers. Almost like Warner Brothers, but not quite. Okay, we gotta move these posters quick because this show may end in 6 minutes. Okay. In a minute, there's going to be an amazing poster. Oh, and here it is. I think I had all the ones I wanted to frame kind of together, and we're in that section now. This is the poster to Beast of Blood, which is unbelievable. And yes, this is one of the great posters. You know, if you like eerie publications covers, then you need this poster on your wall. Of course, no one has enough wall space. But this one I've got to get framed someday. I don't know. Yeah, but then how much time have I got left is the next thing, you know? All right. Still recording. What's this going to be? This one seems a little bit more fragile. The paper seems a little more delicate. Oh, it's a girly poster for not, it's a dirty movie, but dirty as in 50, 60 years ago where it's just nudity. Knockers Up. But this has brilliant color. But yeah, this is what dirty movies were like, and what was the... Usually they have years, but not necessarily on these posters. I would guess this is about 1960, wouldn't you think? 61. You can look it up. This is the kind of movie that Something Weird Video would put out on VHS and then later on DVD. I think that might have come from that guy that ran that sleazy movie theater in the Denton Town Square. Oh, I was wondering where this was. This is my 3-sheet. The 3-sheet is like this. See, this is the bottom part. It's How to Stuff a Wild Bikini, I think is the name. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I used to have this on the wall. This takes a lot of wall space because this is the real big, like that Teenage Werewolf poster I have in the other room. This I'm not going to be able to lay out flat. Here's the other part, the top part. These just pretty much need to be put on the wall. Now these you can do something called linen backing, and then you can, they attach it to some linen cloth, and then the two pieces can be put together, and then it's all one poster, and that's kind of a way to do it. How to Stuff a Wild Bikini. This has Dwayne Hickman, Annette Funicello. It has Buster Keaton in it, Beverly Adams, Mickey Rooney, oh please. But yeah, oh boy. Every time I say, but yeah, I get mad at myself. I'm turning into a but yeah guy, man. Okay, now, oh, this will move quick. Because we're now, oh, fuck. In the move, this card got damaged. These are called lobby cards. I guess because we left everything in the filing cabinet. But I'm going to flatten it out now. This is a lobby card for the dead one. Here's a lobby card for Sadismo. Gee whiz. Here's an original lobby card for Goldfinger. That's a big deal. That's probably pretty expensive. I showed you a fake Colossus of New York poster. This is a real lobby card. This is a real one. We can go through these quicker, thankfully, and get this mess done. I'm done. Then we can get back into comic books, which is what all you guys are really into. They're a lot easier to collect than movie posters. Movie posters are a pain because of storing them. This is King of the Rocket Man. Escort Girl. Day the World Ended. Now, that Dr. No poster out there, I told you that's fake. This is real. This is a real Dr. No lobby card from 1960. It says 62. Sometimes there'll be an R in front of the date. That means it's a re-release. This is The Devils, a Ken Russell movie. That's a real trip. if you haven't seen it. The Fountain of Love. Don't watch it with your family though. That one, The Devils. It's one of those movies that's. Here's a re-release from 1973 of the Hercules movie from the early 60s. Oh, this is a favorite. From Hell It Came. Look at that guy, man. Girl on a Chain Gang. A shocker. Oh, Hideous Sun Demon. The Private Life of Hitler. Yeah, I guess they're wanting you to think he's impotent, the way he's kind of holding his crotch. Shit. It is illegal to possess Mary Jane, yet it is found in every high school corridor. Mary Jane. Street of Sinners, classified by an Ontario Board of Censors as adult entertainment. Of course the Canadians would do that. Sodom and Gomorrah. Jack Nicholson, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't know if these were in any particular order. They might have been at one time. The Amazing Colossal Man. He becomes giant, but he's still perverted. This Island Earth. Okay, now look at this. It's not an original lobby card. One tip-off is the monochrome color. But see, it says 1964, R64. That means re-release in 1964. Because This Island Earth was not a 1964 movie. The Black Sleep, though, this is great. With Tor Johnson. Look at that. Now see, it's full color, and it's got 56. That means it's 1956. This is a fake James Bond movie. I forgot I own this. It's not James Bond, but James Tolt. Operation Dio. Oh, it's Agente 007 and a half. You see that little half there? Look at this. The Warrior and the Slave Girl. See? You see where those Savage Sword of Conan covers come from? Is from it right from here. These are fake reproductions of these Spook Show lobby cards. This one arrived damaged. I mean, I knew they were reproductions when I ordered them from eBay, but I liked them. Some of them are framed and are down in that room downstairs where I have the comic book spinner rack. But yeah, there's it looks like, I think I have 2 sets of them. That's a great one. I just see a notification at the top of my phone that Barbara Lay just posted a new photograph. She was supposed to play Vampirella in a movie, but that never happened. But she was on the cover of some of the Vampirella magazines in the in the 70s. This is weird. Christmas on the Moon. Look at that little guy there. Moon shines. I don't know exactly what the story is here. It seems to be just some kind of dirty jokes and some pinup girls. That's Betty Brosmer, I believe. Okay. This was Screaming Mimi. This is a foreign lobby card for Screaming Mimi. Okay. So, oh, we still have some more. Scheisse. I'm rushing because I know this phone will shut off at any second, and I want to get this done. Okay. Here's Angels from Hell. He's a psycho. The Torture Chambers of Barren Blood. Ain't Misbehavin'. I got this because of Mamie Van Doren. Another one from the same movie. Oh, this is a really good movie if you've never seen it. The Young Lions. It's like a police procedural. The fact that they're the enemy really has nothing to do with the plot, as I recall. It's like a murder mystery, but it just so happens that the guy solving the crime is one of the enemy. You know, Marlon Brando, but it's, as I recall, he's kind of like a German Sherlock Holmes. I could be wrong. But as I recall, it's just 1,000 years from now. 1,000 years after the H-bomb. I'm starting to get hungry again, man. I had Pop-Tarts for breakfast. Women's prison. Oh, this is The Wizard of Gore. The Herschel Gordon Lewis film. Wild Youth. Watusi. You can do that dance. Warlords of Atlantis. Boy, these 1970s films were a trip. Vampire Circus, which is, I think, where the character of Tigra in the Marvel Comics comes from. There's a girl in that movie just kind of like that. Vampire girl that's like a leopard, whatever, tiger. The Touch of Flesh. Tickled Pink. This is one of those kind of dirty movies. The Thing with Two Heads. Rosie Greer and Ray Milland. Their heads are sewn on together onto. It's the doctor blew it. He transplanted a white bigot's head on a soul brother's body. Man, they're really in deep trouble. This is a wild movie. Slave Trade in the World Today. Never before seen on the screen. The truth about slavery today. Here's the sadist, the Sadist with Arch Hall Jr. That's a fun movie. Sure is. Oh, another sadist. Yeah, it looks like some of these are actually in order. The Sadist, and you got to enjoy that movie. Here's Sadismo. It looks like this section was in order at one time. Another lobby card for Sadismo. The Rebel set. I've got a big 3-sheet to this in the other room. It's a beatnik movie. Prehistoric Women. There's Martina Beswick. You know her as one of the fighting gypsies in From Russia with Love, but she was in a lot of great Hammer movies too. Phantom from Space. One-Way Ticket to Hell. Night of the Blood Monster. God damn, I'm starving. Pardon my language, I don't like to curse on this show. Gosh darn it, I'm hungry. Okay. Look at this, separated at birth. I look just like this guy, don't I? Let's see if I can do it. I try. Let's try and do it. Yeah. This is The Mutations. It's kind of a remake of Freaks. Murders in the Rue Morgue. When you read the Edgar Allan Poe story, this is what... They're selling an Edgar Allan Poe story with something like that. This is a cool movie, Mondo Mod. It's a Mondo movie all about the swinging hippie generation, man. Macabre. Of course, the Ontario Board of Censors hated it. Kiss of the Vampire. I used to have this framed in my wall back in the 80s because this is one of the first lobby cards I got. I just thought it was cool with the girl vampire. It came without warning. That's what she said. Invasion USA. They push a button and vast cities vanish before your very eyes. There was later a movie in the 80s, I think, with Chuck Norris called Invasion USA. The incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed-up zombies. With Cash Flagg and Carolyn Brandt. Another... Oh, this is the other one. There was The Thing with Two Heads, but there was also The Incredible Two-Headed Transplant. This one was a more kind of dirty one. One brain wants to live, one brain wants to kill. Hothead. Here comes trouble. Society branded him a hothead. Was he now to be called Killer? Shit, what's that? What is that? Oh, I don't know what they're trying to do in Germany. They're trying to make you think this is a Godzilla movie. I don't know what that says. Captain Strangelove can translate it for us, but that is certainly not Godzilla. Here's Hercules and the captive women.